All right, RT Bear here, coming to you live from Hack Shack Studios. Hope everybody's well. Hope everybody's doing good on this Wednesday night. Yeah, it's been a while since we've done one of these shows, so I'm probably a little rusty, but we'll get into it. There's been a lot happening, and we got some late breaking stuff that we're going to try to work through. I'm not sure what's going on, but it could be fun. It could be interesting. And also, we're gonna do a breakdown of like the Supergirl and Spider-Man trailers and see what you guys think. Give you a little insight. The pontificators will pontificate as usual. And yeah, man, I just hope everybody's doing well. We're all doing good here at the Shack. All the pontificators are doing well. So, you know what? Let me see. Oh man, we got hey, Art and chat. What's up, brother? We got hello, RT Bear. Well, right back at you. Also, just real quick, sometimes people are a little shy to comment in the chat. Always comment in the chat, you guys. It's fun. I try to read as much as I can. And it's very conversational. Sometimes you guys have some good insight, things that I just don't have. So without further ado, this guy, he's back from a killer vacation. I cannot believe the vacation this man has taken. He's been posting images and stuff like that, letting us know how the other half live. And he's finally back, and he's ready to I don't know, get the stress back on, hang out, do some of these live streams, these very stressful live streams. When we were just talking before we went live, you should have seen him. He was sweating bullets. He was very, very nervous about coming back and letting you guys know what's going on. Mr. Clint Helinski, what's up, brother?
Yo, Art. So what? I'll say this right away, just quick. So what we just talked about, nix it because it was a gay April Fool's thing.
Oh, okay.
That's all it was, and it's super lame. Yeah, that's all.
Those guys, yeah, they were all turned on each other.
It's some dude trying to, get his laughs on, and it's. I should have realized, but the internet fools you sometimes.
You know what? It's weird. I don't know where you're at here, but like April Fool's Day was never a big thing for me, and also I'm not a big practical joke guy.
I know some people hate it. I know some people absolutely hate practical jokes and that whole kind of tricking or fooling people. I'm not that far. Like a good one. I like ones that are funny. Like if you can fool me and I get a laugh out of it, that's a good April Fool's joke. If you fool me and then it's like kind of ha on you, like laughing at you, that's not as enjoyable for most people, I think.
No, especially like it's like when it's so obvious. Like for me, the practical jokes where you scare somebody and then you laugh and then you're like, well, yeah, you jump scared that person. What did you think was going to happen? They were going to go like that, and that excites you. That makes you happy.
Yeah, just the kind of mean ones. Yeah.
Right. But it's also so obvious. It's like what the response is going to be. Yeah. So when it happens, you're like, wow, that's so cool. Well, you knew it was going to happen. But my daughter did one, and I think it also depends on how much calories are burned in the joke, to make it happen.
Sure.
My daughter, she took nail polish, clear nail polish, and she painted the bar of soap from the shower.
Oh, the whole exterior?
Yeah, she painted nail polish over the whole thing, right? So then, we're in the shower and we're trying to
basically laminated.
It's not happening, man. And my wife's like, "What's going on?"
And I'm like, clever. I don't know. That's a good April Fool's prank because that's clever, and it's like you don't know what's going on.
Right. And there's a lot of calories burned because it can't be easy to take one of those little nail polish brushes and
they're tiny.
Yeah. Only a kid would do something. Yeah, only a kid would do that. Unless you kind of I don't know how she did it actually, but anyway, I think we should do this because I haven't really done a live stream in a while.
Sure.
And we lost one comic books greats. Sam Keith passed away.
Yes.
And you talk about an original voice in comics.
Oh yeah.
That guy, he had it. I've always been one of those guys, for right or wrong, liked people that have an original voice. You know what I mean? That isn't a cookie cutter, of somebody else's style or whatever. That actually is completely outside the box. And like I said, like right, wrong, or whatever, I still admire it. I might not like it personally. It might not be my taste. Not saying that Sam Keith is or isn't.
Yeah.
But I still applaud it because it's different. It's unique and it's original. And that's why also I like this indie market that we're in, Clint, is because you don't only get original artwork, but we're also getting stories and characters, you know what I mean, that are very, outside the box, original, and all that stuff. And before we go any further, speaking of that, Clint, we should promote your new campaign. You just dropped your campaign, so before we go too far, we should let me promote that.
I can give it a share to you here.
Okay.
Yeah. And this launched just last week. We're not even really a full week into it. And terrific opening weekend. I mean, Jesus, it kind of blew.
Wow.
Well, I got a couple backers even today. Midweek, you don't get so much backers. It's really your weekends. But I mean, opening weekend is over 4,000. So terrific launch for the Superiors. This is a direct sequel to my first Superiors book. That's kind of my big super team, my Justice League, my Avengers, with all the superhero characters in it. And the end of Superiors #1 kind of showed their arch enemies getting together, gathering their forces, ready to marshal their forces against the Superiors. And this is that story now. We've got Alexander Augustus, who is Titan's arch enemy, and people can say thinly veiled, but yeah, like this is my version of these superhero characters. I see Comic Book Bob in the comments, so maybe Comic Book Bob is floating around somewhere too. There we go. Good to see you, Bob.
Up, Bob? Good to see you.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
It has been a minute and a half.
Sorry, I'm getting over something. So
yeah. I got like Art said, I was on vacation. I got back and I immediately got sick for a week. So that was most of last week for me. But back and better than ever now. Superiors going strong. So this will be a 48-page direct sequel to Superiors #1. It's the Superiors defending themselves against all their arch enemies. Alexander Augustus has marshaled his forces against Titan. We got Star Killer, we got Bloodwing, we got a bunch of badasses, and it's kind of a big beatdown book, a last man standing kind of situation. So it's going live. It's on Kickstarter now. We got 54 backers already in the opening weekend. We're at $44.91. Goal is 5,000. So we're like, what? I'm no mathematician, but I'd say that's $509 in backers away from hitting our goal in the opening week. So if you haven't checked it out yet, definitely give it a look over there. We'll get links around somewhere here, but yep, the book's live.
Can you drop a link in the chat?
Yeah, absolutely.
Give me 1 second.
Thanks.
Well,
man.
I can't. I don't have a wrench, I don't think, but I can drop it into the private chat.
Bob. That's why I said Bob.
Oh yeah, I wasn't listening. Sorry.
Hey, play the video.
Yeah, they got 2 trailers on here. So a little warning. I know everybody's some people, not everybody, some people are touchy-feely about AI. I am fully using AI, the video animation stuff now, for some of my trailers. It's fun. I get some people are like touchy-feely about it. I am having so much fun with it, like bringing my characters to life like they're like an animated like 70s TV show. So I've got 2 trailers that I'll show because I've just been tinkering with it and having fun. And you can check it out. I do have rewards in here, and I'm actually this week, I'm going to switch them to add-on rewards, so they'll be a little bit more cheaper, a little bit more affordable. They were only in the highest tiers, but I want people to have more access to these videos. They're going to be 25 and 35 or 20 and 30-minute animated short episodes in this style. They're also going to be not safe for work. And there's a lot of fun I can have with the not safe for work stuff. They're going to be humorous. There's going to be action. There's going to be some titties in there. So just letting everybody know about that. But this will give you a little bit of a preview. There's no nudity in these, obviously, on Kickstarter. But if you back and you pick up the add-ons, here we go. I'll get it going. I'm yakking too much.
In the Great Hall of the Superiority Complex, there are assembled a group of the world's greatest heroes, created from the cosmic legends of the universe. Titan, strongest man on Earth, champion of the people.
Venus, goddess of love and warrior for justice. Shadow Knight, immortal warrior and the bearer of the demon sword. With the rest of the heroes of the superiors, they follow their mission to fight injustice, to right that which is wrong, and to serve all mankind.
We return to the Superiority Complex, home of the superiors.
So this is directly script from a page of the book.
We've got an emergency situation. We're getting calls from all over. Superiors, past and present members,
are being attacked all over the world. We've tried to warn as many superiors about these sneak attacks as possible.
warning them is fine, but we need to find out who's behind these attacks. We've got an incoming message from Vector. I agree with War Eagle. They hit me too fast. I spotted the Dark Destroyer, but I'm not sure about the others. I was lucky to get out alive. The attacks seem to focus on individual superiors by a group of foes they are unfamiliar with. It'll be hard to form a counterplan with so little information.
Maybe some mystical help could aid us in preparation? Do you think you could ask your sword?
The demon in the sword does not give up information freely. Unfortunately, I'm not sure my soul could survive another deal with it.
It's all right, Shadow Knight.
I bet she
We'll
could
find
get it out of
another
the sword.
way of defeating these mysterious attackers.
Based on the pattern of prior attacks, I've calculated a new attack is imminent. Location unknown. Insufficient data.
So the interesting thing about this is you realize like what your dialogue really would sound like if you put it like if you were writing script for like a TV show or something. It's like, oh, you know, some things do work and like some things don't when you're reading it in your head and then you're hearing it out loud. So it's kind of an interesting writing. I don't know what you'd call it. Like it helps you as a writer because you're like, okay, I gotta whittle this down because it's too wordy. You want the dialogue to flow. So it's kind of been an interesting writing exercise in that aspect of it.
And just the nature of the AI is that it's a little stilted to begin with.
Yeah.
So especially if you're trying to deliver jokes, it gets a little challenging because jokes sometimes are about the timing and the pacing of it, and sometimes the AI just doesn't cooperate. So I haven't done anything as in depth as you have, but that's very ambitious. And
I'll tell you, the AI is going to get there because, like, I've been tinkering with this for a few months now. And where I'm at, or what I'm using right now, where it's at from where it was 4 months ago, worlds away. Like it is constantly evolving and getting better, getting more nuanced, where you can like do more subtle stuff with it. And it's really crazy watching it like generate and get better as you're using it. So We're there
kind of creepy.
Oh,
a little bit, dude. Have you seen those fight videos they've been doing?
Oh, like
Oh.
Wolverine and like Wonder Woman and those.
No,
type of-
I'm talking about like the one with like with Brad Pitt and
Tom Cruise and Brad Pitt.
that is really cool.
That thing was like, I was like, I mean, it's still just a little janky, and the variety is a little different, but the fact that it looks so much like them and it sounds like them in the smoothest of it's light years beyond where it was just a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
I've actually, what is it? James Cameron has come out and he said this time next year, he said you're going to see full on 2-hour, theatrical movies that are all AI. It doesn't make much sense not to use it, other than
It's
a
so much
personal
cheaper.
sense of style and pride. But other than that, it makes a lot of sense from a filmmaker's point of view, especially if you can control it a little bit better than we can, because we're just using like Grok and Gemini and stuff like that. But they have access to the good stuff.
The BBC is actually already put out that they're doing a Doctor Who special where they're going to use it to de-age them, and it's gonna be basically a combination of AI overlay and live action.
Well, here, think about this. Like Disney was going to like find new young actors for Iron Man and Captain America.
Yeah.
They don't have to now.
They don't have to now. Yeah.
You can have a young Tony Stark again. Like you can have Tony Stark from 2008. Yep. You can have Robert Downey Jr. play him, and then you can do an AI overlay on him, and like Tony Stark can keep being Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah.
And the thing is, they nail the voices too. Like the voices.
That's the thing that I find the creepiest.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, like, and not to be an alarmist or anything, man, but we used to say like the next generation is like the current. They're going to grow up. The current generation is growing up believing everything. The next generation is going to grow up believing nothing.
Nothing. Yeah. Yeah. Because everything will be AI.
Yeah.
Like
you won't be able to trust anything.
They're not far away from, like, people are just going to be able to like take their old TV shows that they like and tell the AI, like, give me a new version of a Seinfeld or give me a new version of some show that I liked, and do a new storyline, but make it similar. And AI is going to be able to do it.
Okay. Food for thought. Okay. Food for thought. Hollywood loves these sequels, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I love Big Trouble in Little China. It's one of my top 3 movies.
My guilty pleasure movie.
Right. And I can watch it anytime. Like, it doesn't matter. And
it always bothers me. It always bothers me when Kurt Russell still has the lipstick on towards the end.
But the thing is, like Hollywood has talked about, like revisiting it, right? Well, let's do a new version with an older Kurt Russell, whatever. But just think about this. Like, one of the things that was lacking the most in that was just the special effects.
Yeah.
Right? Like some of the monsters and stuff looked a little hokey and things like that. But they could redo with all those. Could you imagine a Kim Cattrall in her prime, seeing her, on the big screen again? It would be awesome. That whole cast as it is, because I think, what's the guy that played Lopan? Like, he's passed.
Yeah,
I think he get passed last year.
Yeah, you could get that guy, back, and you could create all kinds of new like villains and stuff like that. You could keep that going as a serial. Go ahead.
Well, and wait till some of these older actors, especially some of the older female actors that aren't getting roles anymore, realize that they can license their likeness out and be bringing money in again in their older years. Like Kim Cattrall, like, oh, Kim, we want to use you for this type of a spin-off thing, and here's what we're offering. And it's like, guess what? Those actors are going to be really open to it. There's already Val Kilmer's family.
Yeah. They gave them AI rights. Yeah.
Yep. They gave AI rights to a movie that Val had agreed to do before he died and was interested in doing it. And then, of course, obviously passed. But the family has granted them AI rights to make that movie with Val's likeness in it. And I think that's going to be one of the first really big ones that come out. And that's going to be an eye-opener for a lot of actors.
James Earl Jones did the same thing for Star Wars.
Oh,
Yeah, he's probably the
he
most.
gave permission to use his voice forever.
It was his
Oh,
voice,
wow.
yeah.
Okay.
Stealth X5. Thank you so much for the $10. You didn't have to do that, but I do appreciate Yo-Yo, and we are back pontificating. So I hope you're enjoying it. And I'm just going to address the elephant in the room, which is Darren Wagner. He would be here, but it sounds like his mic is giving him a hard time. So he's in the
He
chat.
can just sit there and be quiet. I mean, that's usually the way we kind of would prefer him anyways. Like,
Yeah,
to
that's
see
a good point, though.
if he's got anything stuck in his beard tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be nice to see his ugly face.
Yeah, with how bad like modern shows are of old things like the Star Trek Academy and all that
Oh,
shit.
yeah,
They're gonna like AI people like just make me a new season of Next Generation or Deep Space Nine.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Just tell
because
AI to do
also
that for you.
we haven't seen like any real scripts generated by AI yet. So it'll be interesting to see what because what was it? Somebody did like a Star Wars script or something, went through AI, and it was I never read it. I don't even know if it was published or put out there, but the people that read it said it was really, really good. So for some reason, it seems like AI might be a bigger fan of some of these things than the actual human beings that they
I've
get.
I've already seen clips of what was the novelization that was supposed to be the sequel from Empire? That was written by Alan Dean Foster.
Shadows of the Empire,
or is it or something of the or Shadows of the Empire, or some other Sliver of the Eyes? Or
there's a Sliver of the Mind's Eye was the first. It was a story that takes place between episode 4 and episode 5.
Oh, okay. So
and then there was actually two. There was Shadows of the Empire, which was between Empire and Jedi.
Okay.
And then Timothy Zahn did the Thrawn trilogy, which was directly right after Return of the Jedi. And then there's also the graphic novel series Dark Empire, which is right after Return of the Jedi.
I think the AI stuff that I've seen is people adapting the Thrawn trilogy, and I mean they're going straight from the books. And there's a scene of Han and Chewie in this bar, and Han's got a beard, and he looks fucking great with a beard.
Yeah,
and it's not the cantina, but it's kind of a cantina-esque bar, and he's talking to this smuggler dude at the table, trying to get him over to be pilots for the
new Republic,
for the Alliance now, and they're talking about like who is the leader of the Empire and stuff. And I mean, shit looks good. Like it looks.
Yeah, I even liked was it you, Bob, that posted in the green room like they had those stormtroopers, and they're like just it's a day in the life, and so they're in the they're in the locker room and they're getting ready for work and shit, and then they're just like, I hate, and they cut to like them doing their job, and then they come back. It's like, I hate when that shit happens. It's like, yeah, well, you know,
the two guys that are sitting outside guarding the bathroom.
Oh,
yeah.
But the thing is, think about this. Think about this. These executives, if they had an ounce of brains, and I know there are people that don't like AI, and that's fine. You know, there are times when I go back and forth as well. So I'm not saying like I'm 100% or any of that stuff. I just find it interesting. I'm just a creative guy, and it's another creative tool to use, even just to imagine on a live stream, right? So I think Clint brought it up about like you could do Robert Downey Jr. You know, and if you brought it up, Bob, I'm sorry. No. But okay, so think about that. You could do Avengers stories in their prime. Those guys in their prime, like Hemsworth, like the first year, all those guys, you know, Evans, all those guys the first year. So you could tell Avengers stories in their prime. You could just keep telling stories forever. You know what I mean? Like you don't even have to slow down. And then I started thinking as you guys were talking, you know, like I don't know who's this bonehead that's the caretaker of Star Wars now. What's her name? Kennedy stepped down.
She stepped down. So Filoni,
Dave Filoni, yeah.
Filoni. If Filoni had an ounce of intelligence, what he should do is he should just start commissioning AI or writers or whatever to tell stories that we just didn't get to see of Luke, Han, and Leia and Chewie in their prime.
That's what people want to see.
Like, I don't even care what it is. It doesn't have to be groundbreaking. It doesn't have to be anything. I just would love to see those guys go on adventures. That's all most of us want. Like, it doesn't have to be some kind of groundbreaking storyline and all this bullshit. You know, I just want to see stuff. And they can do that now. And to be honest,
I think it'll come down to what, like the new guy at Disney. He's one of the amusement park guys, and it's like those guys just crunch the numbers. They crunch the numbers, and they've already changed the amusement park rides and stuff back to Vader and the original
trilogy,
Stormtroopers because the new trilogy wasn't putting enough asses in the seats at the amusement park. And all it comes down to is money numbers for those guys. And if they think we can use AI and have Han and Luke and Leia and Chewie on new adventures, and that's going to put more asses through the doors at the amusement park, and we've already got all those rides set up with Vader and those guys,
right?
It will happen because when it comes down to it, it is about making money. They don't care about woke. They don't care about the characters. They don't.
The money thing. But you couldn't do this really before.
Exactly.
You can now. Like, you can do these guys in their prime, and it's fairly convincing. And it's for the most part, it's pretty good. I mean, we were buying into the whole what was it? Just computer effects and shit like that. Think about how bad some of that stuff was.
Yeah.
If you wanted to sell AI, like an AI movie, you do it this way because you can only do it this way, right? So you could sell it this. You could go, oh, are you a fan of these guys in their prime? Blah blah blah. Set it all up and then go, bum. You know, the Star Wars music, and then show these guys doing cool shit like they did in their prime, like from the first movie. Show them do that stuff, or you could do. Because they look different in each of the 3 original movies, so you could just take moments from that timeline or that part of time that they existed in, and you could tell stories there, or you could tell stories here, or whatever. Yeah. You can even do like prequel type stuff before they met, and all kinds of shit. Like,
they could do anything. They could do anything.
Think about your imagination goes freaking crazy, but they have a selling tool. So anybody that wasn't down with AI, but is a Star Wars fan, and they can do it really well, then guess what? You have a way to get people past the AI kind of stumbling.
At the end of the day, 90% of the people aren't going to care.
No.
Yeah. That's the thing is people just want to be entertained.
Speaking of what's possible, check this thing out. This video I'm sharing here. This is a what if G.I. Joe was made in the 80s with 80s action stars.
Oh, yeah. These are great.
Dude, check this out.
You have no hope of resisting our might. We control a new power, the raw strength of nature itself.
Be careful with that
the music,
music, yeah.
We'll talk over it.
So like, look at Val Kilmer's Duke.
Nice.
Just talk about him.
But look at these visuals. I know that's pretty damn convincing.
Oh yeah.
Freaking Stallone in his prime. Look at that Ben Affleck in the background there.
That other guy on the left, that guy is of note too. I've seen him.
Yeah. I'm not sure who this is supposed to be.
That's what's his name? From kid. Those.
That turkey ought to be locked up for good.
Is he the Mexican guy what's his name? Machete?
No, that's not him.
But the biggest thing is they're all accurate to the designs from what the fans want.
Yes.
And that's the biggest thing is they're accurate to what the fans are expecting to see. It's like, okay,
Let them come!
Destro. I mean,
That looks a little hokey. That
texture stuff
design
is a
never
little
worked.
weird. And everything. Yeah, because it looks like latex. But then
yeah,
again, think about it. It's like in 80 movies, that's what it would
But-
look like.
yeah. Oh, this is freaking
Bear-
impressive.
Bear and blood.
Destroy and retrieve.
Bruce Campbell.
Bruce Campbell.
And shit.
Oh, I didn't even see those Bruce Campbell.
price.
So much anguish over a piece of wreckage.
I don't know who this dude is. I think that's supposed to be Liv Tyler.
Something is.
Oh man, no, it's
Oh.
somebody else.
No, they kind of went with an old chick for her. They should have went with a hotter chick.
Yeah.
I hope you both get fleas.
When you're lucky enough to have Lieutenant Falcon for a guy, you have nothing to
The sound cutting in and out.
I'm doing that to keep from getting
The
copyright
music
strike.
from the music getting too
Yeah,
loud.
because of the music. Yeah.
But don't worry, I'm wearing my asbestos underwear.
Keep in mind, you guys, this took you 1 minute to make.
This is just one. This is one dude just making something.
Oh yeah, that's the thing is there's guys out there that are doing amazing stuff.
Okay, keep talking the music.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of the clunking the heads together like that.
But this is the kind of ridiculous shit.
But
'Cause
it's
they
only
kind of
ridiculous
look
in
like-
that we could never do it this authentic to like literally these are like designed from the toys
Yeah.
like
yeah.
straight up.
Well,
Yeah, like
think
that-
about AI too. There aren't physical limitations, so it's like a cartoon. Like
Yeah.
you can take liberties with it as long as it's convincing.
Well, the
So
other
some
thing
of the
is
costumes and stuff, they don't actually have to move
The
or
other thing-
or any of those things.
the other
Yeah,
thing
you
is
could
that
actually
Hollywood
do-
isn't getting their hands on it and ruining it. The fans are making these and they're keeping them accurate to the source material. So that's why it looks so like nobody is like mistaking like, oh, who's that character because they changed his costume.
Wesley
Like, all-
Snipes.
Oh, nice.
Always bet on black.
Oh, he's been
American hero, keep talking.
I'm not
That's
sure
a
who
good
that's.
57.
I know who this guy is. I just don't know his name because it's been like.
It's
30
Gene
years.
Simmons from Kiss.
No,
That's not Gene Simmons, is it?
No,
it's
I'm just
face
kidding.
makeup.
I mean, the face paint makes it kind of look like. But no, this is an actual actor. I know who this is. I just don't know who it is.
You had me at Val Kilmer. Look at all
Yeah.
these vehicles. That's
Yeah, and these are
cool.
all. I used to have all these toys. These are all like actually based off the toys. Freaking Storm Shadow,
Worm Shadow.
Sergeant Slaughter.
And that's literally Sergeant Slaughter.
Yeah, when he actually that's with his actual face.
Drop the boots.
Yeah, freaking
Oh, Demi Moore.
Demi Moore as Lady Jane.
That's an interesting choice. Although she looks great.
Demi Moore was hot back in the day, man.
Oh, Demi Moore was a doll.
I can't remember who this is.
I'm trying to, yeah. I'm not sure.
I want to say, isn't that the chick from American Pie?
No.
I don't know. She does look familiar, but this
Yeah,
is
they-
perfect.
They made some interesting choices with some of the actresses.
Yeah. Oh no, that's oh god, what's her name? From Bordello of Blood.
Oh.
I'm
I think I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
Evelyn or
movie from '96.
something.
Angie
with
Everhart.
Angie Everhart. I knew it was like something with an Ev in there.
Yeah, and
Angie
Eric
Everhart, that's who that is.
Eric Boyd says, could the faces be mixed up or mixing up the actors and
Well,
actresses?
and the AI will make its own
Combination of
faces
those
too.
things. Yeah, for sure. Oh, go ahead, Clint.
Yeah, the AI will make its own faces in there if you give it parameters. So maybe not all of them are like specific.
So that is actually the toy that he had. The add-on for his action figure was that thing that would pull him through the water.
Dude wanted this video to be as authentic to the toys as he
Yep.
possibly could make it.
All right,
I'm
now
guessing-
who's this? I know this is another actress from the 80s.
I'm not even sure which G.I. Joe character that is.
That's
This
supposed
is-
to be what's her name from Zartan's crew.
Is that Erica? Is it Durance or whatever? Is that
That's
the
a good guess. She's not too
Smallville?
far off from that.
Yeah,
Smallville, right?
not sure.
Let me know, Eric, if that's Smallville.
Yeah, that's Lois Lane from Smallville, Erica Durance. I'm not sure that's who they were shooting for with that image, but
Dude, can you imagine if you did a movie with is that supposed to be Thomas Jane?
I don't
it
think so.
kind of looks like the face, but yeah, the hair.
I think some of these are just like AI generated.
Yeah, some of them are.
characters.
Yeah,
They're not all specific actors, but like how authentic they are to the original creations.
the actual.
Is the impressive thing.
I thought that was Tom Selleck at first. I think that's supposed to be Dennis Quaid when he was young.
It looks more like Quaid with
Yeah, with a mustache.
witchy mustache. Yeah.
I just love that he put all the friggin' cartoon, the friggin' action figure vehicles and stuff in there.
Oh yeah. Well,
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
what he's showing is you could make literally a completely authentic G.I. Joe movie.
I had that jet.
Yeah. Like everybody's like looking at this stuff and like I had that toy, I had that character. Yep, this looks right. Like this looks like what the
Now that's one of the chicks from Baywatch.
Yeah, you're right. It's
I can't remember her name now.
She's married to that rock guy. What's his name?
Oh,
Right?
yeah, you're right, Bob. It's she was a brunette. She had brown hair. She was a sports.
She was another one of the Playboy
swimsuit
Playmates.
model.
Yeah.
Oh God, now this is
She
gonna.
married that Jane's Addiction guitar player, right? Or they were together. Is that
Kathy Ireland?
Kathy Ireland. Yeah.
Kathy
Is it
Ireland.
Kathy Ireland, or is it I was thinking maybe it was not Yasmin Bleeth.
No, it's Kathy Ireland with the eyes. The eyes give it away.
Oh my God. Donna de Erica?
Carmen Electra? That's the one.
Carmen Electra.
That's the one I was thinking.
Oh, you're right. It is.
That's
Carmen
it.
Electra.
Carmen Electra. That's who it is.
I was thinking it was
the
Kathy
short hair is
Ireland.
what's throwing it off.
Yeah, it is Carmen Electra. Wait.
All right,
wait,
I get
wait,
credit
wait.
for that, even though I didn't know her name.
Damn it! I thought it was Kathy.
I got one. This is like a game show. Wait a minute, was that?
I know that this whole thing has turned into a game of trying to guess which 80s or 90s actor.
How many characters were they in this
Dude,
show?
G.I. Joe ran for like 8 years.
And I mean, he's got everything.
Yeah.
Here. How much time did he spend on this?
I don't know, man, but it's a 9-minute video.
You know
Yeah.
what? Watching this, think about like they could make these things for kids,
Yep.
and like sell
They make this
cartoons
for
now.
anybody.
Yeah,
Like this is what animated shows could be, and they could sell action figures based
Danny
on
Glover.
characters.
yeah. I'm getting too old for this shit.
Getting too old for this shit.
So literally, like my episodes are longer than this, but it's a full story. It's not like segmented pieces like this where it just cuts from thing to thing. Like mine is a full ongoing story, like an episode of an animated show or a half-hour TV show, just to let everyone know with the superiors what you're getting. So you're not going to get this chopped up stuff where it's just. And I mean, this is awesome, but like they could use this to make a new animated. They could take old G.I. Joe animated episodes and do them shot for shot with these characters is what they could do.
William Dafoe.
Yeah, that's William Dafoe.
That is
Yeah,
ridiculous.
this guy covered all his bases.
I had
man.
this
He
one
got
too.
everything in there.
That because that little jet comes off the back of it. I used to have that too.
And this is what studios are going to realize.
Oh,
Like if Marvel was smart, they've got 50 years of episodes in their comics that they can turn into a live action looking show. You can take old episodes of Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man comics that are some of the classic runs, classic X-Men, Chris Claremont, John Byrne, and you could literally turn them into live action shows or movies, however they wanted to do it. And you could go right from those scripts and have great TV shows or movies, put them on Disney Plus, put them on one of the streamings, put them right out in the theater and see how they do. And that's, I think, where we're headed, because the thing is they already own that material. It's already bought and paid for. The AI animation is cheap to use. You license whatever actor talent you want to use in there, but you can do all this stuff, and they already own all the material, and it's quality material that people show up to watch, and they don't have to buy new stuff that isn't tested, that fans will like, that fans will complain about. Like,
and
I
if you
think
want to
that's
build
going to be
something whole cloth, if you want to build something whole cloth, you don't need an actor or a voice or anything. You could create it completely from scratch.
Your budget could be so cheap. You're not paying those actors. You're not paying writers for new material. You've got all the material that the fans are going to show up, especially Marvel fans. You start doing some of the classic storylines from the 80s and 90s, the 70s even.
Oh, dude, man.
Amazing
Night of the
Spider-Man.
Sentinels.
Yep, X-Men, all that stuff. Dark Phoenix. So I gotta think there's somebody that's gonna realize there's so much money to be made in that stuff, and your budgets are gonna be so much smaller than half of the problem with Hollywood is they're trying to get their money out. Like Hollywood studios, or not the studios, the actors, the agents. Once you realize you can cut like actors out and agents out and not have to pay like an actor $5 million to be in your movie or $20 million to be in your movie.
Yeah.
And it's the IP and the storyline that you already own. Like if Disney knows they can do a Spider-Man movie and not have to pay Tom Holland $25 million and 2 points off the back end, they're gonna do it.
Well, think about this from the actor's perspective. If they just likeness their image and their voice, they could be in 9 movies, not do a damn thing, and you might only get like $2 or $3 million instead of 15, 20, but you're going to be in 10 different movies.
You can do what Pedro Pascal's doing right now.
Yeah, everybody like, yeah, you could be like, oh, you want to use me in a commercial? Go ahead. Oh, you want to use me in the video? Go ahead.
Think about something out of whole cloth. Like they could build things, like they could build an actor, they could build a presence, and they don't have to just exist on screen. They could create virtual talk shows. They already
created that one virtual actress, and what is it, the SAG, the spokesman, one of the guys from the Lord of the Rings came out, and like they were so there's a legitimate palpable fear in Hollywood. In the agents, in the unions, and the actors, that like they're not going to be needed anymore. And the movies they're making right now, there's very few hits in there. They're losing money. They're worried about theaters. Like the money's been down so bad since COVID.
These things already exist. Pixar's been making 2-hour movies without one live action character.
Oh yeah.
And they make billions of dollars. So it's already been proven that people are willing. Well, cartoons existed before that, but something that's more digital and more
$1 billion movies.
That they've done. So like you said, Clint, like 90% of the people aren't really going to care. As long as it's entertaining, they're gonna go. So I think like there's license these actors' voices and their likenesses, fine, for the short term. But for the long term, just they could make hybrids. They could go cross this actor with this actor and give us a screen version. It's Pedro!
Hey, what's up, guys?
Dude!
Taking some time off from the revolution to come talk to us?
No, actually, I thought America was still here. I'm happy for that.
We're still here, man.
Yeah. How you guys doing? No, I had trouble with my internet connection, so now it's solved. I have like a full LAN connection, so I'm stable now. So
Those
good.
Those monkeys wouldn't keep running on the spinning wheel.
Yeah. No, it was a Wi-Fi problem. We eat monkeys down here. Like monkeys.
Pedro ran out of bananas.
Yeah.
To feed the monkeys.
It's great to see you again, Pedro.
Yeah, it's good. And we're talking about AI. I know that's one of your favorites.
Oh, I love it. Yeah.
So I like Eric. Eric and Boyd's comment. We were talking about the what's her name from Baywatch. He's like, who's looking at her eyes?
Oh yeah,
he's got two melons up there.
Here, I want Pedro's opinion on this, because this is the theory that I got. Is every CGI studio, every computer generated, like all the Hollywood animators, CGI studios, they're looking at AI and realizing they're figuring out how to do it themselves, because they're seeing where the future is. And it's going to be cheaper, faster, and easier for them. They're already smart enough to do the CGI stuff. So going and figuring out AI for them, I would think all of these like studios that do the big time animation for movies right now are going and being like, oh, we got to go figure out AI so that we can transition.
But it's not going to be. Yeah, it's not going to be that like pay to play apps you get online. Like
they're using the good stuff.
No, it's not even using the good stuff. It's just incorporating as a tool into the pipeline of animation production. The thing is, like, if you allow AI to animate, it's going to look dead. Like, it's no matter how good it's going to look. Like, I've seen, like, even dialogue. It just looks uncanny. It's not going to work. So what they're doing right now, and I know they're doing it in some studios in China, is that they're incorporating into the modeling, the rendering, some of the lighting effects are being done through AI tools, but they're still animating. So it's going to be a new tool. I hate it. It's going to be a new tool.
Yeah, it's like it says that thing that the BBC is going to do, the Doctor Who thing. It's going to be an overlay.
Yeah,
that's going to enhance what they're going to do live action, and they're going to use that to basically de-age them, enhance them, make them look like they did.
It's still the problem that's not being sold is who owns it. That's the only thing that gives me pause. Like,
and I think that's why so many actors are like licensing their likeness and their voices and everything.
As soon as you touch AI, then you're gonna get the guys who produce the technology. They're like, okay, we own it now, or something, or
But Citizen Ronan is going outside of the whole entertainment, because we're just talking about like AI with entertainment, but the real power with AI will be blackmail, of course.
Oh yeah, that's when we were talking about earlier, when I said that the current generation will grow up believing everything, and the next generation will grow up believing nothing.
Like, they can make a video of Clint having sex with a hamster, and it's going to be realistic as hell.
Yeah,
they wouldn't even have to make that. He already has the video.
Yeah, he already has it on VHS.
I don't think AI can put a disappointed enough look on the face
on
of the
hamster. Yeah, that's all. Like, is that all? That's all you got? Jeez.
But the thing is, I mean, this is just the beginning. And you talk about like Uncanny Valley and all this stuff. Think about the old Pixar stuff. I mean, think about how far they went with their humble beginnings. Man, you can't even watch that early, like even
what was like Christmas Train.
Those humans look horrible. Hold on, the humans look horrible. And then even like
the first experiment with CGI animation. Geez. Yeah, the first experiment. You're in my wheelhouse.
I'll keep talking too. I'll just keep talking over you. Pedro. Yeah.
The first experiment with CGI animation.
What are you saying?
Looks so junior.
Are you talking, Pedro? I can't hear you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's a lamp, and it looks alive. You know, it moves like it's alive. Like you buy it that it's alive. If you watch Toy Story, even though the rendering sucks, the texture sucks, the lighting sucks. I mean, it looks like what is this? The acting is there, and that's the thing that still is going to be present. Like I can still watch like. Okay,
they weren't animating human beings, and the animation of the human beings is horrible. Yeah. They went with toys. They went with things that you can't really judge, you know, which was smart. with something that has its own language and things like that. So they sold it in a smart way. But those humans, you have to admit, in Toy Story 1 and even before that, they are horrible.
Yeah, the thing that the technology was not there, the rigging of the face that was not developed yet. So yeah, it's a hard watch. But I'm talking about the art of animation, like how things move. But the rigs were not all there. Like there's an experiment done by a studio in Canada. It's called Tony DePeltro. He's a guy playing the piano. And dude, that comes straight out of hell. It's horrible to watch. But we're talking like 1984, 1985, and it was all done like with programming. But it's a guy playing the piano. But it's like remember that Dire Straits video, Money for Nothing?
Yep.
Little block people.
Yeah, very early CGI. We're talking about those times. So
get your chicks for free.
Exactly. In it's on that line. So yeah,
that statement's true. You do get the chicks for free.
Oh, you'll always pay.
We got some retail discount ovens.
Yeah, Pedro's right. I did have friends that would end up at the free clinic.
Yeah,
after
exactly.
their.
It's an itchy check you have to cash.
Yeah.
Gonorrhea doesn't wash off.
Yeah, exactly. It's a burning check you're cashing at the end of the month. So yeah, there's always a price, guys. Don't believe everything you hear.
But anyways, this is I already think that this is better than anything Pixar put out, and I do understand that was handcrafted for the most part. Animated using computer tools, and this is not. But the thing is, we're just talking about entertainment. We're not talking about art form. That's a completely different conversation. If you're going, well, it's killing an art form, or it's doing this, or it's doing that. Yeah, we can talk about that. But really, we're just talking about realistically entertaining the masses. You know what I mean?
I don't think it's killing the art form, man. Because in the end, it's as it is right now. I mean, and it's moving like geometrically faster and faster. But as it is right now, you can't really make like an animated series completely on AI.
And I think they've made leaps and bounds. But I think really what they're going to look at going forward is like what we're talking about. They're going to use it as a tool to enhance things and overlays and things like that. The actual animation, like they may like. It'll take the place of like maybe the tweeners, you know what I mean? Something like that. No,
not even the tweeners. It would take the like effects. It will take the rendering. Because right now rendering, like you need a render farm, and you need the guys who knew how to use like volumetric lighting and all that stuff, and it was like months of work. AI does that really fast. Yeah. So maybe that department is going away with Dodo.
What I think
where they can cut corners and still keep the quality, but use AI to fill in, that's where the trigger.
That's what I was saying about the. I'm sorry. That's what I was saying about the tweener thing, though, because like they'll have it do that, and then they'll have the tweeners go in, and then they'll just adjust it. You know what I mean?
Okay. The thing is, like the tweening tools have been trying to invent that ever since Macromedia Flash.
I know.
And
that was one of the things when I was going to school.
We're getting deep in the weeds here. If we want to talk about some bad animation, should we check out the new Supergirl trailer and Ally face?
Yeah.
I'm still gonna go see it for Lobo, but man, I'm gonna tell you what.
How's that for a transition for everybody?
It was a little forced, but I appreciate the sediment.
I just came in and started causing mayhem. I get it.
No. The mayhem predated you, but I do like. Can you guys see this?
That is mean. That is mean,
dude.
Man.
I said that from the beginning. I said there's going to be shots of her that are just going to look terrible.
Oh, Chakahari.
Well, and I mean, but the thing is they're so close and accurate. It's
the one for with the kid from friggin' Mad Max. That's the one. That when I saw that picture of her right there, I was like, "That's the kid from Mad Max."
Well,
and the other guy, is that Carrot Top? Who is the other one?
No, on the right, that's the actor that played Adam Warlock. And
and
it's not far off when they put his face in there.
It's not.
Oh yeah, it is that guy. Yeah.
The bone structure is there. Yeah.
What
So
do they
you're on-
call that? There's a name for it. It's not like
Fugly?
Down syndrome. Fugly, yeah. No, there's a name like infant something syndrome or whatever. Like
Neanderthal?
they look impish. Like even when they grow up, they look kind of impish.
In college, we used to say there was always one chick that one of the guys had to take for the team.
Yeah, the thing is that we had a friend that looked like that. She had a bad body, but she had that face, and we call her Cro-Magnon.
Yeah.
I like how we don't even play the trailer or anything or talk about it. We just go right
It's what pillows are for. You put it over their face.
Yeah, exactly. No, we use a move called the onion. That's when you wear a skirt, and then you grab the skirt and you cover all the way up to the face. And what you need is,
Nice.
and that's how you go about it. It's called the onion. It's a great move, invented in Latin America, guys. From Latin America to you.
It's called romance, baby.
Yeah,
I did share the trailer with you, Art.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, she's taking it on the chin, which is obvious the way her face looks. But
several times.
But she's already come out. She's already come out with a bunch of an interview in Variety, I think. She's already talking about the fans and how judgy and blah blah blah, and being a woman in the superhero space. She understands why. She understands why directors hate superhero movies. Here, let me. Here, we'll just.
I was just touching base to see when you think.
Okay, you guys, it's going to be interrupted quite a bit because I got to do this or we'll get bounced from YouTube. But this is the Supergirl official trailer. I guess this dropped a couple days ago, and we're do a little bit of a deep dive on it. So this is
I'm just worried that you're not going to find your stride here if you keep going off world all the time, Carl.
I hate that Crypto's her dog and not his.
Yeah, what's up with that?
I hate that.
Yeah.
Well, and the whole plot to this, if you think about it, is terrible.
Dude, it's based off of that.
Didn't they already do this plot in the Superman movie where the dog gets kidnapped?
Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, this whole movie is based. Did you guys read that the Woman of Tomorrow storyline that Tom King did?
No.
It's True Grit.
I read a review.
It's literally like I'm no bullshit. I know there's a lot of people like, oh, you guys are just making it. No, it's literally the movie True Grit.
Well, Tom King says it's True Grit.
Yeah. It's stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't deny it.
Yeah,
well, that's
God, why you gotta make her look like a frumpy little twat?
the thing, Clark. I have no people.
I have no people.
Except
There's
because
some janky teeth too, man. I mean, they're not all pointing in the same direction.
You know what I hate? I hate about the female characters that they write. Okay, so remember that She-Hulk? Like the She-Hulk is complaining about her life to Bruce Banner.
One of the most tragic, most guy whose life has just been absolute shit.
Right. So she acts like Superman is exempt from her pain. His whole planet died. I mean, he was a baby, so he doesn't really know of it. So that's the only difference, that she kind of experienced it. But the thing is, if he wanted to mope, he could be just as righteous with his mopiness as she could be, because he'd go, well, my planet died. My mom and dad, my biological parents were killed, all that stuff. So he has just as much right to the bitching and whining as she does.
A little bit more, because he never got to experience the planet. She did.
Yeah, she never. Yeah, he never got to see the culture.
Your parents.
Yeah. So it just depends on how you frame it up. But anyway,
technically, her parents live because they're in Kandor. They wasn't it? They were in Kandor. Kandor gets preserved.
Yeah.
Is that why they show that bottle at the beginning?
Yeah. It might be. I don't know. That might
Like,
be like a foreshadowing thing or something.
Like right here, it's a bottle. Let me play it.
Yeah, there's a bottle. Like
Just touching base to see when you think you might be coming back.
So it might be a little like teaser.
A wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Yeah.
Yeah, she did get a brick to the face as a child, though.
Oh, miss wherever you are, but
Oh my god!
And so far, it's really strange that this looks like she could be in Guardians. Like this looks like anything out of the Guardians of the Galaxy movie.
I said from word go, as soon as I saw what story they were going to do, I was like, he's going to Guardians the shit out of this.
And then even with like the nostalgic music, and it's like, come on, dude, reinvent yourself.
As I walk this land,
Crypto.
So I guess the art direction is kind of cool. This looks like remember when Disney did that Galactic Star, whatever, that like hotel that you could stay in?
Yeah.
That's what this looks like to me.
You know, this reminds me of Spaceballs, like Lone Star's RV.
I was just going to say, this is more like Spaceballs.
Yeah.
And I at least have.
And she has Mog.
Yeah, I'm sorry. She's ugly.
She's not super attractive. She's that last few years of ultra woke Hollywood. She's from that era of this is what we think's attractive.
Yeah, it's the more like
she got a lower jaw like a monkey.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Stop with the music. I like that the dog's on his back too.
I thought we were lucky.
This is actually the best part of the trailer. Watch this. Because if you have a dog, that shit happens all the time.
They do that, yeah.
Art is familiar with this.
Yes, I live it every day.
Yeah, this dude's like right out of Guardians.
Yeah, and then these villains are so unimaginative. Like, who cares? They look like they could be in Mad Max. They look like they could be Ravagers. They look so generic.
Yeah, very generic.
Look at that.
You know, I was thinking about this. This is the Necromongers from friggin'
from the armor.
From Riddick.
Armor is very Necromongers from Riddick. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, it's so generic.
Almost by definition runs out.
I want to watch that movie again.
I didn't know they were making Guardians of the Galaxy 4.
Oh,
yeah, exactly. And then they show this in the trailer, like,
yeah,
dog getting hot right here. Spoiler alert.
What can I do?
The Brickens carry the antidote on that person.
And then who is this? They didn't even establish her. This other person just goes, "Oh, the antidote is on whatever."
I want you to hire. I want to hire you to kill to get them to go after the people that hurt my family.
Yeah.
My family.
They got to set up the whole plot right there.
Yeah.
And this is kind of lame and stupid.
It has 3 days.
You cannot give up on me.
The only friend I have is this dog.
Except for my cousin and his wife and all the other people I know on Earth.
Yep, you've got 3 days, so we just have enough time to establish a movie plot for you to do something with instead of just cry and mope.
I think the biggest turnoff for me is actually the villains. The villains look so uninteresting.
The Yellow Hills.
This is very like Battle at the End of the Stars. Remember that?
Yeah, Battle Beyond the Stars. Yeah.
Yeah,
This is like
Star Wars knockoff.
This is like bad villain of the week look.
Yeah. Like something you would see in Mystery Theater 3000 or something.
Almost, yeah.
Yeah.
And then they do the cliche, "Oh, he killed my dad and my family." Okay, so what?
Maybe her dad deserved it.
It's like, whose story is it?
No.
It's a buddy cop film.
Do what I say.
Oh, Lando.
Yeah, the art direction is so effed
God
out,
awful.
man.
Yeah.
I'm so tired of this sepia look too.
Mm.
That every place has got that yellowish
Tinge, yeah, like
tinge, that piss tinge.
Don't die.
It looks like if this came out 10 years ago, it might have been something.
Yep.
But not.
If it came out before Guardians.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the thing too, I think people are done with the snarky cynicism,
This is not.
kind of character. And it's like, this is not going to go your way. Yeah, we know you're Supergirl. These guys have guns. This isn't even interesting or fun. Like,
This is like in the old Superman TV show when the guy would shoot him with the gun and then he would throw the gun at him and he'd duck.
Yeah.
And
It's like
what?
Like the only thing is the humor is like, well, she's Supergirl. These guys don't stand a chance. But other than that, who cares?
Look like this is gonna end well.
Dude,
For you.
if Lobo doesn't stomp a mud hole in her, I'm gonna be so pissed.
For you guys.
What's also weird is that Disneyland Galaxy's Edge art direction is more interesting than this. And that place just looks like a Moroccan flea market.
Yeah.
I like that she put that like table in front of the girl, and that's supposed to protect her.
Yeah, but stop.
Okay, so this is the entrance
That's
to
covered, that's
Lobo.
concealment. Yeah.
Okay, so we're supposed to be excited.
Yeah. I mean, Momoa is a great casting for Lobo, but
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You can probably just let this
Right.
run without the music. The music's not gonna be a problem.
yeah. But I don't think he can save this movie though.
Yeah.
It's going to be really interesting to see how this box office happens because, like, there's a lot in flux at Warner Brothers right now.
Yeah.
And James Gunn, like, last year's Superman wasn't the hit that people wanted it to be. It did okay. And if this comes in as a clunker and a little bit of a thud, like, there's new ownership, there's new, like, everything's moving around over there. Like,
They're
nothing's-
already saying that he's butting heads with them.
Yeah, there's nothing guaranteed with new ownership like that. Things can turn around real fast. So
Right.
Yeah,
You know what else? When you're watching this trailer, this movie's called Supergirl. She's not even in her Supergirl outfit.
Nope.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's wearing the trench coat the whole time.
This is I feel the same. I mean, this isn't as bad for me as the Lanterns trailer. But I feel the same way. It's like this doesn't feel like the characters that you're talking about.
Yeah.
And they didn't even give us a good shot of Momoa. I mean, those are all like weird angles and the
I think
lighting.
they're still trying to hold back a little bit.
Well, I suggest don't hold back and give us your best because.
They
Wasn't
need
this from the Mandalorian set? Where
It might
he
as well
bought,
be.
Bruce Lee's daughter. It's the same set.
I'm sorry.
Oh.
I don't want to but she's I
weird
don't know.
looking.
2
She's
hours
weird
of
looking.
watching this on the screen. I don't know.
He's not
She's
gentleman.
a weird looking girl. She has weird eyes. She has a massive underbite.
She's
which
got
makes her jaw look strange.
She got a horse face.
Yeah.
Okay, now we get to finally see her in her Supergirl outfit.
Yeah.
People were mad about the Hispanic Supergirl in the Flash, and now they're like, bring back the hot Latino chick.
Latino chick, yeah.
I didn't have so much of a problem with that because I knew it was like an Elseworlds kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And
that
girl was a
pretty,
doll, man.
Yeah,
you can pretty her. The Hispanic girl, they could pretty her up. I mean, she is a pretty girl.
Yeah.
No, they cast Millie Alcott because of House of the Dragon. Because
she was a big deal in that. So, and that's a total Hollywood move. Like, oh, she was. This show was popular. Let's take the actors from this and spin them off into the next big thing, and that's a total Hollywood agent move kind of
now
thing.
that show's falling off.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
I don't. Oh, go ahead.
Night of the Seven Kingdoms is good.
You can take all the
different
stuff
group,
that's
though.
wrong with big movies and like relate it back to the Hollywood machine.
Yeah,
and it's what is it? The Laura Croft movie has got the girl from Game of Thrones in it.
Dude.
Like
Everything
that's
is that. Everything is.
But that's
that looks
just another
so bad.
example. That's another example of the Hollywood machine.
Yeah.
Game of Thrones wasn't a big successful franchise because of Sophie Turner, but she was in it. So now we have to reward her and give her something. And Allie, what is this chick's name? Millie Alcott or something?
Millie Alcott, yeah.
She was in.
Oh yeah. Let's take for what's her name? Sophie, whatever her name is.
Sophie Turner.
Sophie Turner. Let's take the most annoying character from the freaking show.
Yeah.
And we'll just push her into everything.
Yeah. And I mean that's how Hollywood works. That's how the mechanism works. The agents, the actors unions. It's like we're gonna take these people who maybe weren't the reason this was successful, but they were in something successful, and that'll spin it off.
Yeah. Tell them. Yeah.
I mean, she was an X-Men too, so
she was terrible in that.
Yeah, exactly.
The thing is, like, I think with the libtardation, Hollywood is like, we want the unconventional, woman. We want the unconventional. So we don't want to go with the traditional, like, beauty or whatever. We want to go, in a different direction. And the thing is, you're going to play that game. Yeah. You're going to pay the price. So you want this type of look, and you're going to put $200 million into it on a gamble like that. Well, you're going to get what you get, and no one's going to feel bad for you, especially this day and age.
And they will not blame themselves if it fails.
This is a fight against the male gaze, man.
And then they'll
trash male homosexuals.
Yeah. They'll trash City, but they'll put that friggin' horse face girl from friggin' Stranger Things in the Spider-Man as Jean Grey. What do they have against Jean Grey? They've cast two mid people as Jean Grey in the last 10 years.
Dude, they did Mary Jane in the new Spider-Man movie.
Yeah.
Well, that's because that Zendaya's Mary Jane.
Yeah.
Right, but have you seen somebody that's like, they put the comic book of Mary Jane, like what is it the saying, like, is this hot enough for you, Tiger, or something like that?
Yeah.
And they have the Ramita Jr. or the Ramita, drawing, and then they have the Zendaya next to it.
Dude, I'm gonna tell you something. That chick has never done nothing for me. I do not understand why everyone is so enamored with her.
Zendaya?
Yeah.
Nah.
She's a Disney kid.
She looks like a 12-year-old boy.
If you're a Disney kid and you play the game, your career will just keep on going. Look at all the Disney kids. Look at Ryan Gosling and look at how close his eyes are together and how weird his face is. And then look at every article telling you what a handsome stud he is. Like if you're a Disney kid and you play the game, your career will keep going.
Well, you know what the game was? Molestation.
Diddling.
Ugh.
It's Hollywood. That's Hollywood for you.
Yeah, don't remind me.
So yeah, like, I mean, these people, and they will shoehorn them into any. They'll take franchises you love and they'll shoehorn these god awful actors into them because that's the way the Hollywood machine works. They're gonna because they know that the hardcore fans will show up because it's a franchise that they love, but then they'll shove these god awful actors and writers and directors into it because the Hollywood machine is going to take care of itself.
I don't know about hardcore fans because that's kind of disappearing now.
Oh, well, they keep killing it off because the way they handle it.
Yeah, exactly.
And one other thing, you've never seen this shot in a Superman movie.
Revenge.
Wow. Yeah.
Outside the box, man. They're thinking.
Dude, this looks like a barbarian movie from the 80s.
Oh, here's some of her best face acting right here. Look at that shot right there. It's like, Grandma? Grandma, why are you angry?
Yeah. Ugh.
This is disgusting.
This is a sour milk face.
Just watch this for 2 hours. Nobody wants 2 hours watching this face.
Grandma, did you leave your dentures out? You're just going to be able to have applesauce for lunch then.
Do you remember that Supergirl from the Smallville series? Whoa.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
She looked like a Michael Turner drawing.
Was it Laura Vandervoort or something like that? Yeah, she was gorgeous.
Vandervoort?
No way.
I think that was her last name.
Yeah.
She was German.
Yeah, with a name like that, you better be.
High cheekbones, blonde, and blue eyed.
Mm-hmm.
Sprechen Sie Deutsch?
You know what I mean?
None of this is cool looking.
Yeah, dude.
Well, and this looks like the scene from the Flash movie where they free the Latino Supergirl, Flash and Batman, dude.
Yes,
it looks like the exact same freaking scene.
Dude, remember that Van Damme movie, Cyborg?
Yep.
I remember every Van Damme movie, and Cyborg was awesome.
It was awesome, but this is like an 80s set from Cyborg.
Yes.
It's the same.
Except everything would be red.
Yeah, exactly.
Like that entire Cyborg movie was shot like with a red screen.
Yeah, with a red
There's
lens.
the Batmobile engine right there. Look at that.
Yep. Where's Michael Keaton? Oh, they replaced Batman with Lobo.
That's Lobo's. That's his bike.
Yeah, but
I said if we don't see his dog and his killer penguins and shit, then fuck you.
I hope they made this bike for real.
It looks like a real prop.
Yeah, it looks like a little. Yeah.
I kind of doubt
it. All these bad angles.
It's probably real enough that it'll go down. You can drive it in a straight line.
I would
in a straight line, like no curves. Just please don't.
I would think.
You know how we were bad. You know how we were. Go ahead.
I would think they want to set this up for some point a Lobo versus Superman fight in the future.
Yeah,
I would think
that's why I said if she stomps the crap out of him in this movie, I'm gonna be like, you just killed any hope for
I don't think they're gonna fight. I think they're gonna team up. But check this shot. You know how we were like talking about AI? Watch this shot.
I hate this song.
Yeah, but that could have been all done with AI very cheaply.
Yeah.
It looked like it could have been AI.
I think Bob just said it. They're going to team up and not fight, but they're going to set up the fight between Lobo and Superman. Because Lobo's already kind of a dick and kind of a misogynist, but they're going to try and downplay it a little bit.
Oh, no.
But then they can face off Lobo versus Superman. And what's the other thing? It doesn't matter, but yeah, they're definitely setting that up, I would think.
Yeah, all he gotta do is he takes contracts. Have someone put a contract on Superman.
Yeah, or Superman wants to stop him from getting his bounty.
Yeah, or something like that. Yeah.
All right, I got to ask you guys, why do you think she puts on the suit, the Supergirl suit?
Oh, she's been wearing it the whole time. She just had a trench coat over it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
She's wearing the Supergirl suit.
No. When she was at the trailer park thing, she was in regular clothes.
Yeah, she had the Blondie T-shirt and stuff on.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. But
they listen to Blondie.
Other parts of it, she has been wearing.
Because the thing is, Superman is Superman, and the entire universe knows who he is. So she puts that uniform on; they're going to know what that symbol is.
Well, you guys understand that part of this whole plot thing is Red Sun, right?
Oh, of course.
Yeah. So that's part of it too, and that's why I don't think Lobo. Like, I don't think she'll face off against Lobo because I think Lobo would stomp her under the Red Sun.
Oh, yeah.
So
that's the whole reason. That's the whole reason she goes to that planet, just because it's a red sun and she can actually get drunk.
They have to give a reason for the
which gets her
hold
down
on.
shot.
Yeah, go ahead.
I've been trying to say this. Give me a moment this suit right here, they're going to have a story reason for it, because it's going to have to mean something, because she's somebody that doesn't want to accept her fate, what she's really about. So somehow when she puts this costume on, it's going to have to mean something. And if it doesn't, it's going to be really lame.
Well, it's hope. That's what the symbol means, right?
Lame?
Right.
The symbol means hope. So she's probably gonna get stomped, and then you notice that the planet that this big fight happens on has a regular sun, has a yellow sun. So she'll get her powers back.
Oh yeah.
So when she goes there, she'll be at full power, and she's like, "Now I got you."
Yeah.
And then she wears the symbol to like show everybody like this is what happens to tyrants.
You know, the thing is, I like the idea of like these different worlds and stuff like that, and expanding the Superman, like visual, language. Because the other movies you don't really see, you just see kind of like the Krypton, Fortress of Solitude, and stuff like that. But you don't really see other worlds in any of the other movies. So I like that they're doing that.
Yes.
But the thing is, there's no imagination. Like, this is all like steampunk and, kind of like.
It's the same shit that we've seen in all of his other movies.
Right. It's not really that cool looking. The villains, the aliens, the world, they're not that interesting.
But
and so, go ahead.
It's the Hollywood machine again. Because guess why? Guess why this looks like stuff we've already seen. Because you got James Gunn and it's Guardians of the Galaxy, and he's brought his whole creative staff over. He might not be directing this movie, but I guarantee you, art directors, all the makeup artists, a lot of the background actors. I bet you 90% of the guys on the Supergirl movie worked on all the other Guardians of the Galaxy movies. It's a Hollywood machine. It's taking care of your buddies. It's making sure all your guys got work. I guarantee you that bad guy there is one of James Gunn's buddies who's been a background actor in a ton of his movies. If you go look at his IMDb, I haven't done it yet. I'm just guessing, but I'm betting that guy has been in a
that's the main villain of the
James
movie.
Gunn stuff. And that's why
this guy is just like a villain out of Mad Max.
This is the main villain of the movie too.
Yeah, I know.
It's terrible.
But that's why this stuff happens, and that would be my guess on why.
Please, can you advance that a little bit? Just don't focus on that face, please. Thank you.
I just had dinner, Art. Don't freeze frame on her face.
Yeah.
God, it's such a letdown for the villain, man.
Look at those teeth. That's horrible.
Those teeth, I'm surprised she can keep them all in her mouth.
See right there. See, she's wearing regular clothes. Oh, she's mad now.
She's gonna do something crazy.
Oh man.
This is amazing.
This is that that G.I. Joe trailer that you guys played is just as interesting, or maybe even more so than this.
That's what I'm saying. Is the AI is catching up to Hollywood? This
is making Masters of the Universe look good.
That is not a good angle for her.
Yeah.
There is no good angle for her.
She has no angles. That's what she's talking about.
The other thing they're going to want to do is they're going to want to really establish Lobo as a cool character, because they're going to want to use him for the future.
Oh yeah,
but they're also going to be falling. They're going to be falling on themselves to make her like, Lobo's cool, but he's like he thinks she's the best.
Well, no, what they won't want to do, they'll want to make Lobo cool to a general audience. They'll want to make him like a smartass, but not a total misogynist.
Well, that's not going to work.
I know. Yeah. If you're a real Lobo fan, it wouldn't work. But they're going to want to play to the major audience.
I don't know. I don't. There's not a lot of good buzz right now on it. The trailer doesn't really have that much that interests me. The art direction, I was hoping would be way cooler, because when I saw the first Guardians, that art direction of that movie was really good. All those different worlds, those aliens, all that stuff. It was really, really good. This doesn't really seem like it has much of an imagination. It's just kind of like Mad Max out in space, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Guardians at least has that colorful, like unique look to it. It was grungy. It looked lived in, but it was very, very colorful, even neon.
Yeah, because there were different planets too. There were different, you know.
This feels like an old west in space.
Exactly. It looks very like spaghetti western, like it was made in Italy.
And I have the same problem with this that I have with the Lantern trailer. I don't give a shit about No Country for Old Lanterns.
Yeah, no, actually, I thought it looked more
I know, like other people, including Ethan, just were like glazing the shit out of that freaking thing. I'm sorry, I don't see it.
Yeah,
that show, and like the thing, one of the things that everyone was freaking out about was the fact that he was flying without any effects. I'm like, look, I don't have a problem with that because I guarantee you they'll put effects in that. That's post. I don't have a problem with that. I just don't like to feel the entire show.
What does this mean? It's a setup. Gunn's got dollars on Warner Brothers underfeet.
Going basically, he's got money on Warner Brothers going down and then buying up their license. Kind of like what happened with actually, yeah, it's like what's going on with Warner Brothers with them being sold.
Okay.
People are like betting on it, like you know, making money off of their failure.
Yep.
Because what's his name? The Bad Robot guy had a deal with Warner Brothers, and they just what's that?
Well, J.J. Abrams.
Abrams.
That's another Kurtzman is part of Abrams' Bad Robot.
Right.
That's the guy that was in charge. That's the guy that's in charge of Star. He's currently in charge of Star Trek.
Was in charge of Star Trek.
Well, his contract's up at the end of the year, and with how bad everyone's praying to God that he's gone.
Yeah.
You want to talk about some absolute dog shit.
Yeah.
That show was so bad.
Yeah.
And how do you got actors as good as Holly Hunter and Paul Giamatti, and you make a show that is so bad, not even the freaking people that you're marketing for are watching it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. You have a lousy script, not amount of star power is going to save it.
Well, I don't know if you guys, what's his name? The guy who was he's the guy who co-wrote the script for Pulp Fiction and a couple other movies. He's such a big Star Trek fan. When he found out that Kurtzman was going to be taking over Star Trek for the shows, he literally called him up. This is an Oscar-winning writer, by the way. Calls him up and said, "I'll work for scale if you let me work on that show." And literally he told him, I don't want people working on this show who are fans of original Star Trek.
Oh my God, dude!
And that right there tells you everything you need to know about Alex Kurtzman and why those shows suck.
Well, I don't know why anybody's giving those Bad Robot guys anything to begin with. All they did was take formulas that pre-existed and then just repackage them. That's all they ever did. Like the only thing I like that J.J. Abrams really did was that Super 8, but even that's like one of those Spielberg type,
it's a total rip off of like Spielberg 80s.
It was E.T. Like to me, Super 8 was E.T. with a little bit more gore.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. They gave that guy $500 million to do development for Warner Brothers, and he didn't do jack shit.
Yeah, he got so much money for like he was developing. Yeah, just crap that nobody wanted to see, and he just got a ton of money for it. No, it's gonna be
like even his imagination. He was like, okay, now he has the Star Wars or Star Trek franchise, and they even said like Star Trek was boring. There was never any action or stuff. So we're going to turn it into Star Wars. It's like somebody gave them millions of dollars to develop the new Star Trek, and then they just turned it into Star Wars.
And everybody hated it.
Yep.
Right. It's Star Trek is Star Trek. It's not Star Wars.
He did that TV show. Alias, And that show convinced everybody that this guy was some kind of genius.
Yeah.
And then he's done mediocre shit since then. He did that movie Cloverfield. He did.
He's been pushing those Cloverfield movies, and none of them have been a big hit.
No.
And there's a new one. There's a new one coming out in August where like the neighborhood gets thrown back into prehistoric times or something, and there's dinosaurs, and it's another Cloverfield movie basically. But like the interesting thing is gonna be if the deal goes through, and Warner Brothers gets bought out by Skydance and Ellis. And what's the major overlaying company over Skydance?
Paramount.
Yeah, is it Paramount is the main company that's Ellis owns, and that is going to buy out basically Warner Brothers and
it's Skydance is the overarching company, and they bought out Paramount, and they're going to buy out Warner Brothers.
Yeah, so I mean they'll have Warner Brothers, they'll have DC, they'll have Star Wars, and
Star Trek,
yeah. And that is not woke ownership there. And so that will be a trickle down effect into a lot of major name brand pop culture stuff that we all care about. And seeing what the ripple effect of that is going to be. I think there's people already trying to like distance themselves from woke stuff to preemptively be like, oh, look at these new things that we did, because they see what's coming down the rail.
Yeah.
New ownership.
I think culture war is coming to a conclusion. I think we did win, and we're starting to see, things shift over. Did we win the hearts? I don't think so, but definitely financially, they see what we've been talking about for the last decade. That go woke, go broke, and so they're starting to kind of reevaluate. I don't think that gun, to be honest, especially if the Supergirl goes over the way I think it will, I don't think he's going to have a future at Warner Brothers.
They're already saying that he might actually walk before the deal's even done because he's that upset with them.
Yeah. Well, or he's that upset with them, or he knows the hammer's going to come down, and it makes him look better if he walks beforehand.
Yeah, because then he can make up his own narrative. Like, they didn't want to, my vision and all this.
They didn't allow me to.
Right, they didn't allow me to do it, so I left because I couldn't make the movies I wanted to, or whatever.
I think he needs a hit, and I don't think Supergirl is going to be it. And that's their only big dog in the race this year.
Yeah,
right. Yeah. And the thing is, they're talking about following it with the Superman movie, but the Superman movie was even kind of marginal as far as success. So
it was good, but it was like it didn't blow anybody away.
Yeah. No, and this movie will probably be good. It's just as a story. I can't see how it wouldn't be, But the thing is, does anybody really want to see it? You know what I mean? Like it just seems like a story
that's not must see, is what it is.
Yeah, like a million times. It doesn't seem like something you'd want to get off your butt to go to the theater and pay a bunch of money for. It just doesn't seem like that kind of movie. It's not even enough spectacle. You see stuff like that, on TV now. So
yeah,
I don't see it. And she's not enough of a draw. Like,
she's not a draw.
She doesn't seem charismatic. I don't mean just like visually. Like, she doesn't seem like anything you want to watch for 2 hours. You don't want to hear her speak. You don't want to see her do anything. I mean, they have nothing with her. At least Corn Sweat, like, they had all that behind the scenes stuff. He seemed charismatic. He seemed like he had a good sense of humor. The girl that they got to play Lois Lane, there was genuine chemistry between those two. They did a bunch of promo stuff together, and it seemed to work. This girl seems like I heard somebody say, like, she's that Snow White actress in the making. Like,
she's the actress that everyone's like,
Uh-oh. They got him.
Bob, way to just leave us hanging.
They got
I know.
him.
But
you know what the secret is? There you go.
That
you were saying, Bob.
I was saying she's that actress that everybody's glazing over right now. That in 2 years, no one's going to remember who she is.
Yeah.
I think after this movie, no one's going to remember who she is.
I don't know who she is right now.
Like the Superman movie did lukewarm. Like it didn't blow the box office doors open.
It did okay. But
It did okay.
It wasn't the franchise starter they wanted it to be.
Exactly. I don't think Supergirl's going to do as good as Superman.
No,
I don't think it's just not gonna. It's not gonna happen. And then if you're sinking that kind of money, which it looks like they did, although they're not getting their bang for their buck, you're sinking that Superman money into another movie that doesn't do as good as Superman. It's like then you're in the same trap that they keep ending up in. You're spending a ton, millions of dollars on production, and it's doing lukewarm at the box office, and that's just it's what Hollywood's problem has been for a while now.
Yeah, and the thing is I like talking about that deal that and then why Gunn is talking about leaving. Everybody's freaking out. That's the reason why they didn't want Paramount to buy Warner Brothers. They wanted Netflix to buy Warner Brothers.
Well, yeah,
because Warner Brothers. Think about this. These are just some of the top franchises that they own. The Harry Potter franchise, DC, Looney Tunes, Game of Thrones, and Lord of the Rings. What are the three major shows right now that everybody's upset with because they progressified and woke the shit out of them? Harry Potter with Black Snape.
Oh yeah,
Black Snape. I was going to say Black Snape.
Lord of the Rings with the Rings of Power.
But that's Amazon, though.
What's that?
Rings of Power is Amazon.
Right, but
it's not Warner
the
Brothers.
Lord of the, because they bought the
license.
But what's his name was supposed to? What's his name? Stephen Colbert is supposed to write a new movie that's about it's after Gollum. It's about Tom Bombadil, and that's Lord of the Rings. That's Lord of the Rings. That's Warner Brothers.
Dude,
I'll enjoy that getting canceled with Ellis taking over and Skydance taking over. That'll be a good laugh.
They also own the Matrix franchise, the Goonies, which is a new one that's starting up. They own like Warner Brothers owns a lot of stuff that has a lot of projects out there, and they're worried that the new guys are going to step in and be like, okay, you got to stop doing this, and this.
Oh yeah. No, that's for sure.
And they're freaking out.
The Tom Bombadil movie should be stopped.
Nobody wants it.
Because dude, like Tom Bombadil is just like esoteric character. Like he's unaffected by the ring because he precedes the ring. Like he's almost a god. Like how do you make a movie about that? It's going to be completely uninteresting.
It's stupid. Yeah, that's why everyone's saying that's a dumb idea.
Yeah.
Well, especially with Colbert writing it.
Yeah, especially with someone like a guy who claims to be a super fan who's like glazing like Rings of Power, which completely bastardizes and destroys it all.
Destroys everything, man.
Yeah.
All the characters, like the dwarves, man. The dwarves are my people.
Oh my god, dude.
And they destroyed the dwarves completely. Just no. I refuse. I saw one episode and I said, nay.
But that's why all the like the Cal Arts animators and stuff are freaking out about it because they also own Cartoon Network and Adult Swim.
Yeah.
So all
they own all those cartoon franchises. They own all the Hanna-Barbera stuff. They own all the Warner Brothers stuff. They own a lot. I always used to. I remember I read an article. This is years ago, and it was one of the Warner Brothers executives, and they were talking about how Disney had such an unfair advantage over them in the competitive marketplace, and I was like, what are you talking about? Because they were accusing Disney of like, oh, well, they have the amusement park, they have this, they have that, they have the other thing, like this monopoly of like all these different, venues. And it's like Warner Brothers has just as much. At one place they had Six Flags. They had the Six Flags. I don't know if they still do amusement parks. They have amusement parks. They had remember Disney had the Disney store. Warner Brothers had the Warner Brothers store. Like they've had so much, as many successful, of the core like Disney characters. I think the Warner Brothers stuff is just as iconic. The Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck,
Scooby Doo, Hanna-Barbera, Tom and Jerry.
Warner Brothers, as a core, has more characters than Disney. Way more. And the thing is, like, they tried making new shorts like a couple of years back for Warner Brothers. Didn't go well. The magic is the ones that were produced in the 30s and the 40s. Those are the good ones. But they don't know how to market them anymore. Like kids nowadays, they don't even know they exist.
Yeah, they have so much. But the thing about Disney is like Disney's good with the synergy. Like they'll brand and rebrand, and I mean sometimes to their own detriment, but they do. Warner Brothers will just kind of sit on things and let it die. They had a movie called Iron Giant.
Yeah.
They didn't know what to do with it. That movie was not a success.
Dude,
it was an amazing movie. Like, it's flawless. And they didn't know what to do with it. And, they let it die. And that's the problem. Even when you give these guys great stuff, they'll destroy it.
What to do. And that's the thing. Like, I don't want to say like being America centric. It's the problem, because if you go like, not even talking about Japan, because they're really good anime. There's animation being done in Korea. There's animation being done in Malaysia. There's animation being done in Singapore. If you go to like conventions down here, it's mostly that things done in Asia. And those guys are doing really well. I think what animators should do is just stop looking for the big studio IPs and start doing things on their own. Because if they can do it in Asia, or they pay people in coconuts, what's keeping you guys from doing it? You know what I mean?
Well, that's the beauty of AI. I mean, we've talked about it on this show. Is there's nothing stopping independent productions from happening, because you don't have to have the manpower and you don't have to have the budget. And so you are going to see a lot more of this stuff. And I hope it's amazing, because I would love, just like CG, just like what we're doing, you can do the same thing with film. Music's been doing it for a while. There's that Mexican band, The Warning. They put out stuff. Yeah, they went viral and they started like selling stuff through the internet, and they became a huge success. They're one of the biggest bands in the world right now. I don't know if they're big in the States, but they are, especially in Mexico and some of the European states.
In South America also, they're huge. But it's because
all those, they're massive. I mean, they're massive. And the thing is, there's all these different markets, and there's market for independent. Like, they didn't do it with a big label. They did it independently. And the thing is, anybody can do it now. So I'm looking forward to that. That's what keeps me interested. But I want to show, is this your campaign, Clint?
Oh, yeah, I was going to say, anybody can do it, and anybody can do some animation with the AI's help. So this is another trailer for Superiors, which is live on Kickstarter now. So go check it out. I'll have to share the link somewhere, because I don't think we got the link up anywhere. But
well, Bob,
I got it.
Oh, thanks, Bob.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yep.
So
go full screen. Go full screen.
I will. One second.
The Superiors are a collection of the world's greatest heroes, created from the cosmic legends of the universe.
New York City, home to the world's most amazing heroes, the Superiors, as they return from their latest mission.
What's up, Titan? I thought we were going to get some downtime. I know, but duty calls. Yeah, now that we've put the crime club behind bars, things should hopefully be quiet for a while. I know you guys aren't thrilled about this, but it's time for the Superiors government inspection. That means all active members will be present for review. Ah, geez, what a snooze fest.
Ah, come on, Titan. Why do we got to jump through a bunch of government pencil pushers' hoops? Red Giant, you know as well as anyone that government compliance is one of the Superiors' charter codes.
Guys, I know nobody wants to deal with this, but it's the price of doing business. As always, Titan, the government is welcoming full access to my mainframe and hard drives.
Emerald and I will make sure all the girls are ready for inspection.
I'm not wasting my weekend, so some government geek can tell me if I can be a superhero.
Hey! There you are, Star Blaster! I've been looking all over for you. Come on, there's something you've got to see. This better be good, Torpedo. I was just about to ditch out of here. Believe me, you're going to want to see this. Blue Bombshell is trying on new costumes. Okay, this could be good. Let's go check it out. Where is she? Dr. Duplicate's lab. Race you there! Nice landing, moron. Yeah, but I got here first. Sure you did, but I got here in style. Come on.
Okay, Dr. Duplicate, I'm ready to test out this new uniform. Good luck, Blue Bombshell. You don't need any more wardrobe malfunctions.
Just give me a moment to get all the monitors ready.
Let me just check these readouts, Blue Bombshell.
Blue Bombshell and the Superiors are so annoying. But the tromboner might have a little surprise waiting for them to put them in their place.
Hi, I'm Venus and this is Emerald. Check out our new comic, Superiors Villains Vengeance, on Kickstarter. Click the link and sign up to our pre-launch page. You can even get an animated short of our adventures.
That's awesome.
And so, like, this is directly from one of the stories, one of my not safe for work comic stories. So if you know what happens next when Blue Bombshell starts lifting the weights, that's going to be that type of stuff's going to be in the not safe for work animated short that you can get through the campaign. So
is that the wardrobe malfunction?
There's some wardrobe malfunctions happening seriously in the animated short. So yeah, definitely the Blue Bombshell lives up to the storylines that I've created for her.
Yeah, so you guys, Clint just dropped this a couple days ago, The Superiors. It's awesome. Clint always delivers. The humor's strong, character designs, everything. These worlds are amazing. So go check it out if you like what you see. Pick up a book.
Avenger 2 in the comments, he sees my my influences. He knows what I'm yeah, definitely the Bwahaha Giffen and DeMattis, I think his last name was. Justice League
for the win.
Yep, Adam Hughes and Kevin McGuire, Justice League. Massive influence on me. So, yep.
It was good. It was a good time in comic books. So, you guys, like I said, Clint always delivers. So, go pick up a copy tonight, and I got a little campaign going. Little campaign. Let me share some stuff with you guys. It's called Black and White. It's Sins of the Father. This is volume 3. We've had 2 of these things prior, and let me play the video. I haven't played this in a while. Yeah, you guys, 30 years in the making, Sins of the Father. We get a little bit into Reed Blackett's backstory, his association with MI10, and the mysterious disappearance of his father. So we're going to get into that. We got some cool supernatural things going on. We got robot battles, and of course, Whitney Sung, the loose cannon, is back, ripping Bot's arms off and just wreaking all kinds of hell. So if you guys like fighter teams, if you are a fan of Justice and good old fashioned heroics, then you're gonna love this book. And we got 2 books with this campaign. We got the great Pedro Eng. It has graced us with this follow-up to Volume 1 of the High Octane Adventures. So this is Pedro's one-man show this time out, writing, penciling, inking, and doing all the color work. And the book looks fantastic. and it is done.
I'm exhausted.
What's that?
I'm exhausted.
I'm exhausted. Yeah. So the first one did really well, and so we're going to follow it up with this volume 2. It's a 22-page one and done, and like I said, it's done with love by Pedro Eng. So we have 4 different covers with this campaign. We got A and B, which is done by myself and Kyle Ritter on colors, and then we have the great Carlo Barberi and myself for C, and then John Malin for the D cover. So 4 great covers for you guys to pick up, and then we got T-shirts too. So you guys come by. We have a twofer, the black and the white T-shirt at a discounted price. So if you're fans of cool T-shirts, then you should pick that up. And of course, original art. And we are heading towards that 40K stretch goal. So you guys, I want to thank you all for supporting and helping out the campaign. What's going on? Something happened. Can you guys, why are we still? There we go.
The purple torpedo had taken over.
Yeah, he's screwing things up. And so, I want to thank all of you guys for supporting and letting you know there's more to come. And I got a little bit of a preview. Some of these are like older pages, but sometimes you grab like old reference to see what you did with the characters prior. So some of these pages are earlier on in the book, but I thought I'd show them off again if I haven't. So
sweet.
These are early pages. So you can see, black and white battling giant mechs, robots.
Nice.
And we got, I like Uncle Yi. That's my favorite shot of Uncle Yi. It's Uncle Yi.
That's my dude.
That's your dude. And this shot of Reed leaping into the panel. A lot of fun stuff, you guys. A lot of battle scenes. We got all the cast back. We got Uncle Yi. We got Brooks Gray. All of our supporting characters. We're going to expand on some of the characters that we teased in Volume 2. They have bigger roles in this issue. And I just wanted to share this because I thought this was so cool.
Oh, dude, yeah.
That's one of my
I
favorite
know you
things.
were working on this, yeah.
Yeah, so I like robots. I like drawing tech, and so this is kind of a dream come true. You guys are financing this, and I appreciate you giving me the opportunity to draw. And then this is page 51. So I think that's my ode to Lobo's bike. So kind of like a futuristic motorcycle. This is a robot bar. So the thing about Black and White, their universe, their world, is they live alongside robots. So robots are pretty much everywhere. So MI10, their thing is they're basically an international police organization that goes after rogue bots, sentient bots, all that kind of stuff. So there's that as the backdrop, and then Reed is kind of a rogue MI10 agent. So he's got a lot of experience in fighting robots and things like that. So that's a little bit of the backstory. So here's an interior of the bot bar. And so we get to see some of the villains kind of crafting their evil plot. So this is Mitchell the Mole. He's an MI10 agent. Telling by his name, the Mole, he might be a double agent. I don't know. I'm not gonna say, but he might be.
Yeah.
And so he's talking to Juju here, who is definitely one of the big bads. So a little teaser here, but I just wanted to show you guys the book is progressing. I work on this every day, and it's the best I can possibly do. So I'm bringing out and playing all this. All the tricks I know, all the stops, pulling them out, and trying to give you guys the best comic book I can possibly do. So that's Black and White, Volume 3, Sins of the Father. So the link is in the description. So go check that bad boy out. Pedro, do you have a book? Do you have anything you'd like to?
The thing is, like, the writer and letterer for Waifus and Kaijus just had a baby. So congratulations, James.
Nice.
And he's out of commission for a while. So that kept the launch from Waifus and Kaijus. Like, the art's ready, guys. So I'm just waiting for the lettering to go so we can launch a campaign. But we have a new baby in our hands. What can we do? I'm an uncle, so I can't really be mad at the guy. Yeah, congrats, James.
Yeah.
So that's on my end. Well, I'm working on a video game right now. It's going to be like an indie rock video game. It's a very cool concept, and I'm doing the animation for that. So that's that and some commissions. So I'm busy. But
yeah, so look forward to Pedro dropping that new comic on you very, very soon. And we've missed you, Pedro, so it's good to have you back. Yeah. And even you, Bob, I know you've had a lot of trials and turbulations last couple months, so it's good to see you back. Do you have anything you want to promote?
No, I'm good right now.
He is good.
It's good to have you back, man. It's good to be back. Pontificators was a blast tonight. Thanks to everybody that's hung out with us. Thanks for the super chats. And we'll see you soon. So take care, guys.
Take care.